And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Rattler. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And take it right on the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable. And here he says, we're going for it on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
To the air is Rattler.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing is Rattler.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Rattler.
Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him, because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They run it again with Kamara.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Rattler wants to throw it.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. And again, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now here's Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Rattler. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Rattler working out of the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
To the air is Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. But he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
On 4th down, here's Rattler.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for New Orleans, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.